face I wore was never mine. I wore was never mine. A dead reflection dressed in light. The laugh I used to hide, the bruise, was just another noose to use to keep the pressure off my brain. While I prepared for loss again, every mirror gave me back a hollow ghost behind the glass. I disappeared into the role, a living body, absent soul. The name I wore was never mine. I lived half dead beneath the light, looking out through borrowed eyes, buried in another life. The shame I hid, the fear I fed, built a kingdom in my head. I was trapped inside the mask I made, a ghost becoming borrowed face. The skin I wore did not belong. The thoughts I kept made me unknown. I played the part till all I was became a wound beneath the blood. Every word was shaped by fear. Every smile just locked me here. I learned to move, I learned to fake, I learned to bend but not to break. I wore the lie until it fit, but truth survived beneath the skin. The name I wore was never mine. I lived half dead beneath the light, looking out through borrowed eyes, buried in another life. The shame I hid, the fear I fled, built a kingdom in my head. I was trapped inside the mask I made, a ghost becoming borrowed face. If I tear it off, what will remain? Something real or only pain? If I let this false self die, will something sacred still survive? I hear a voice beneath the weight, calling from behind the frame, telling me the shell can break, telling me to burn the shine. Rip it off, break the mold. This was never mine to Now the dead thing fades, and